Good morning, students. Now listen here. Today we are going to discuss with lesson 2, daydreams. Now here is a story. You might have also heard the stories from your grandparents or parents, or you might be hearing also the stories from your parents, grandparents, or reading also the stories from the Panchatantra, Isap Niti. There are many books, and it is very nice to read the stories if you are reading. So that will improve your vocabulary, your reading skill, and you will come to know new words and stories. As we know, when we read the stories, because what will happen next, that creates an interest in us to read. And so here the story, it is given there, daydreams. So many people, they dream it, that I will do this and I will earn that much and I will get all the things, but they don't work. So that we call it daydreams. So they do not work hard, they only dream it. So what we do, we actually work hard and we don't dream too much. So whatever dreams we have to work hard to fulfill those dreams. Now here is a story. Once there lived a couple who spent a lot of time in idle talk. So their couple, husband, wife, they were living there. Couple means that is the pair. Okay, two things that is in pair. So once there lived a couple who spent a lot of time in just idle talks, rubbish talks. So lazily they were so sitting and talking and wasting their time. One day, the husband said, I have always wanted to keep cows. So one day husband, as he thought that I wanted to always keep the cows. If by chance I get some extra money from somewhere, I am going to buy a few cows. So from somewhere, he is not at all thinking to work hard. From somewhere, if I get some extra cows or extra money, then I will keep it and I will keep few cows in my house. But that means a lot of work. You have to feed the cows, walk them, bath them, milk them. Cows need a lot of looking after. So what the wife told, but it is very hard work, tough work, because you have to feed the cows. What you will give? They can't remain hungry. And then walk them. You will have to take them out to the lands where they will eat grass. Then bath them, milk them. Cows need a lot of looking after. So you can't do this. So there is a lot of work. One cow would be enough. So now what the wife, she is also very lazy. No, we don't want many cows. So one cow is enough. There's no need to buy more cows, said the wife. So what the wife said? No need to buy more cows now. One cow is enough because we will have to do lot of work. But think of all the milk we will get if we buy more, said the husband. Now he is only dreaming that if he buy the cows, he is not at all thinking about the hard work which he has to do. He is thinking of what we get from the cows. What we have to do is not at all thinking because he is so lazy. So he told that, but we will get more milk. If we had more cows, means we will get more milk. That's true, the wife agreed. Wife agreed, yes, it's true. If we have more cows, then more milk will be there. There will be so much milk that we can even have plenty of dahi and butter and ghee. Then she told us we will have plenty of dahi, butter, ghee and all those things we will have from the cows. Milk there. Wouldn't it be lovely? Wouldn't it be lovely? It would be very nice that we will get all the things. How lucky that I have all these earthen pots kept aside. Well, yeah, I have all these earthen pots, mitti ke jo bartan hai, they had that I have kept aside. Then I will use one of the pots for milk. So now these pots are kept aside, useless. So these pots, I will use it for milk, then one for dahi, one for butter, and then one for ghee. I will put it in another jar and I will use this remaining pot to send milk to my sister. What he says, yes. Then I will send to my sister also. What she says, I will send to my sister the remaining one. Now here's what they agreed, but they didn't thought of the lot of work. They only dreamt about now we will get lot of things from keeping the cows there, and then we will have so much milk and ghee and dahi and butter in the house. And even the wife told that I will give it to my sister also. Send milk to your sister. Who said you could send milk to your sister? Now little bit the husband was angry. Who said to you that you are going to send milk to your sister. No, no, not at all. They started arguing on that with only just a thought. They started arguing. There will be plenty of milk if we have so many cows. Why shouldn't I send it to my sister? तो वो बोलती है, yes, there will be plenty of milk. Then why shouldn't I send to my sister? Yes, I will surely send to my sister. Because we are going to sell it in the market, that's why. So husband क्या कहता है? No, we are going to sell it in the market. So why I should give to your sister? I will decide what to do with all that milk. So husband, after all, he told, no, I will decide what I have to do with the milk. That is my problem. So I will decide. I will not let you to give your sister. And not a drop of it goes to your sister, remember. So fighting went on. That not a drop of milk will go to your sister. I will sell it to the market, whole the milk. I will see how you can stop me from sending a pot full of milk to my dear sister. Now the wife argued, yes, I will see how you are going to sell it in the market. जैसे धमकियां देते हैं, वैसे the wife gave in this manner. She told that I will see how you are going to sell. Yes, I will see. I will send a pot of milk, that is to my sister. I do all the hard work running after the cows. So naturally, I will decide what happens to the milk. Just try stopping me, the wife exclaimed. So wife said, I am doing hard work after the cows. Then you shouldn't stop me. So that is my decision, that what I will do with the milk. I am going to do hard work with the cows. Now the cows are not there. Only the dreams are going on. And these arguments are between husband and wife is going on. So, is that so? Shouted the husband. Watch this then. He began to lift and smash the earthen pots one by one. Now what he did? He became so angry and so furious that he said, now see what I'm going to do. So he took a stick and began to break all the earthen pots there one by one. His wife began to scream, and in this manner wife also began to shout and cry there loudly. Gopal Bhand, who was passing by, heard all the commotion. Now one of their villagers who was passing by, so he heard what is going on between husband and wife. Only with the imagination they started fighting. Even they have started spoiling their earthen pots also. And so this screaming and shouting is going on in the house. So he was passing by and he heard all the noises. Commotion is the dialogues between the husband and wife, and rushed inside. So he also came inside the house to see what's the happening. When he heard what had happened, he picked up a stout stick that stood in the corner and began to swish it through the air and pounded it on the floor. Now what he did, when he saw what happened in the house, that all the earthen pots are broken there, what he did, he picked up a stout. Stout means a very strong stick there, which was in the corner of the house, and began to swish it through the air, and in it on the floor. So he was blowing it in the air and making a sound on the floor. So he was smashing it on the floor. So that was his action. The husband and wife both were astounded to see his antics. So this husband and wife who were till now arguing and breaking all the earthen pots there, they were so much astounded. Astounded means surprised, astonished to see these type of antics, these types of behavior that he is doing with a strong stick. They were so much surprised that what he is doing. He is just blowing that stick in the air and smashing it on the floor. That is, what are you doing? They inquired. So after all, they inquired, what are you doing here? You are just blowing the stick in the air. Move aside, said Gopal Bhand. He told that, move aside. Go away from here. I have to drive away your greedy cows. So what he told, that I am driving away. Means all the cows, your greedy cows, they are eating here. So I am going to drive away these all the cows. You have let them wander and now they have ruined my field of beans and cucumbers. So what he said, you have just left them to wander here and there. To wander means to roam, ghumna idhar udhar. So that is to wander, and now they have come to my fields and they have totally destroyed. Ruined means that is totally destroyed My field of beans and the cucumbers, what I have grown here. They have destroyed everything there. So I am blowing them away and beating them with the sticks. Oh, my lovely field of beans and cucumbers. So he also started crying. Gopal Bhand also started crying. These are my lovely fields of the beans and cucumbers. So now your cows have spoiled them all. But you don't have a field of beans and cucumbers, said the husband. But husband said, but where are your fields of beans and cucumbers? You don't have that. So why are you doing this act? As soon as he said that, Gopal Bhand stopped wielding the stick. So as soon as he said, husband said that you don't have the fields. At that time, Gopal Bhand stopped the stick there, wielding the stick. Wielding means moving the stick here and there, and looked at him with raised eyebrows. Then he looked at him with raised eyebrows. Then means, what are you doing? Nothing is there. Still you are arguing, and you have broken all the earthen pots. Then I should also have the fields. The husband and wife understood what he was trying to tell them. Now husband and wife understood why he had done this act and what he is trying to tell them. He is trying to tell them, you don't have any cows. You are just dreaming and fighting or arguing on that cows, and you have broken all the earthen pots. Then I can also do that. Can you tell what he wanted to say? Can you tell here? Yes, we can tell, because he only wanted to tell, you don't have any cows. You are just daydreaming it, and you started arguing, and you broke all the earthen pots of your house, and you are crying and shouting and fighting on the matter which is not before you. So that is all the daydreams. Only you are dreaming and then started fighting because you don't have any work. So if you don't have, then I can also blow your cows out. I can also have the field of the cucumbers and the beans. So if you have all the cows, then I also have the fields. So in this way, Gopal Bhand taught them a lesson that the things which are not with us, why we are arguing, why we are fighting and wasting time over those things. Only dreaming those things, if we waste the time, then we cannot fulfill our dreams. So that's why when we dream something, we have to work after it. We have to chase madly after those things. Go after it madly and fulfill our dreams. So from this daydream story, we got a lesson. So it is a very nice lesson with a good moral there. So in the Panchatantra and in the Isap Niti, you might have read the stories, and the stories are very small, but always there is a moral or there is a lesson before us. So here also we have the lesson from these two persons who are no work. Idle means I-D-L-E, idle. That is lazy. They are lazy. They have no work and just they are dreaming of having the cows and spending more time to fight on the topic. So that is because they have the time. They are not working hard. So Gopal Bhand, who was passing by, when he heard such type of commotion that nothing they had and they are still arguing and breaking their earthen pots, so he decided to teach them a lesson. So it is better to teach a lesson by moving to their path. Okay, so it will be always good. So when we reach to their, we want to teach a lesson, we should know their language and teach the lesson. So Gopal Bhand knew their understanding, and that's why he decided to teach them a lesson. And in this way, husband and wife came to know that they are really wasting their time and they have to work hard and they are spending and wasting their time. So we should not do this. This is just a waste of time. Now here are some words given, things to do, that is the exercise: idle, enough, exclaimed, commotion. So these are words, the spelling is little bit confusing. So you should write these words in the copy and know the spellings. So after writing 5 times, you have to write 5 times these words in your copy, and then you can get the correct spelling. So you shouldn't make any spelling mistakes in writing the answers. So these words are little bit confusing. So in spellings, so you should write these words 5 times in your copy.